The ATP Finals will be here before you know it, and with the season starting to wrap up and only one ATP 1000 event left, let's take a look at the rankings and where we're at in the race towards the ATP Finals. Now, this race, as of right now, the time I'm recording this, we have 3 people qualified and 2 about to qualify. So we'll start with the 3 that are qualified. Shouldn't really come at any surprise, at least 2 of the 3 of these anyway. It is the world number 1, Jannik Sinner, who's dominated the hard courts this year, playing very good tennis here in the later part here of 2024, coming off a victory at Shanghai and winning the U.S. Open. And Cincinnati, too, before the U.S. Open. Jannik Sinner, your world number 1, is qualified. Also, Carlos Alcaraz, joining him in this category as qualified. As you guys know, Alcaraz winning the 2 other major championships this year, right? Sinner winning in Australia and the U.S. Open. Alcaraz winning the middle part of the year at the French Open and winning Wimbledon. Alcaraz also qualified. And the third guy joining them is Alexander Zverev. Zverev, another one having a pretty good 2024 overall. Struggling a little bit here in the later part of 2024, but nonetheless, looking at his body of work as a whole, it is Alexander Zverev joining those 3 as qualifiers. Now, those 3 are in. 2 other people about to join, and they're right on the cusp here of making the ATP Finals. The first one, when you talk about steadiness, this guy's very steady. It is Daniil Medvedev. Medvedev, of course, as you guys know, very good on the hard courts. So expect him now, at being the hard courts the rest of the way, that he's really going to solidify this. He should clinch any moment now. Daniil Medvedev coming in at number 4. Also, Taylor Fritz is going to join Medvedev here as another player who's about to qualify. Now, for Fritz, you guys know, very good here in this later part of 2024. Very good showing at the U.S. Open, making it all the way to the finals where he lost to Jannik Sinner. And then Fritz also made the semifinals at Shanghai where he lost to Novak Djokovic. Fritz, a lot of momentum on his side, and again, should qualify soon. Now this is where we get to the fun part, right? Who's going to kind of shape it up here to be in the final few players that will qualify for this year's ATP Finals? Let's talk about Novak Djokovic next here. Djokovic coming in at the number 6 spot. And a big jump there, too, because things weren't shaping up the best for Djokovic. He was on the outside looking in, actually. Big thing at Shanghai by finishing runner-up. That really jumped him up in the rankings. Again, he's up to number 6. And Djokovic, again, as you guys know, very talented, arguably the greatest of all time. You could even make the case that he is the greatest of all time. I expect that Novak Djokovic, when this is all said and done, no matter what happens in Paris, that he is going to be in the final 8 players. So with that being said, that I'm kind of expecting him to be there, this is where things get really interesting. These next few players are very, very close within the point systems. Number 7, Casper Ruud, more of a clay court specialist, but still Ruud holding on to that 7 spot, and falling right behind him is Andrey Rublev. Rublev had a few very good moments here in 2024, but more often than not, it's been disastrous. He can't afford any more disasters here in 2024 because there are 2 guys right on his heels. So with that being said, these next 2 guys coming in at number 9 and number 10 could catch Andrey Rublev with some good performances here in this last little bit of 2024. Let's start with the guy in at number 9, Alex de Minaur. De Minaur is a little over 200 points out of that number 8 spot. So again, when you talk about wiggle room here, Andrey Rublev doesn't have it. That Alex de Minaur, big opportunities, especially if Rublev's going to struggle to capture that 8 spot. Then at number 10 is Grigor Dimitrov. Dimitrov, similar situation to de Minaur. A little over 500 points out of that number 8 spot. So again, if Rublev struggles, Dimitrov takes advantage. Big opportunity for him. So the race is on towards the ATP Finals. Again, we have 3 qualified, 2 about to qualify, 3 spots up for grabs, with Novak Djokovic being in one of those positions there. So again, a lot of parity left for the rest of the year. The big tournament coming up is going to be the Rolex Paris Masters. That date, guys, is going to be October 26th through November 3rd. Keep an eye out for the tournament. An ATP 1000 event, going to be a really big one for those players, especially chasing towards that 8 spot. So a lot of parity left here in 2024. Can't wait to see how it all plays out on the ATP side of things.